Guys, welcome back to the channel for episode 7 of the Drawback Chess speedrun series. And yeah, in this series I basically play Drawback Chess, a variant where each player has a drawback that their opponent doesn't know, and you have to basically deal with it for the entire game. So episode 6 was a while ago. I think it was like a month ago or something. So it's been a while since I've played this variant. I'm excited to get back to it, and I hope you guys are too. And yeah, let's get straight into game number 1. Alright, we are paired almost immediately, and our drawback is moving day. At the start of moves 21 and onwards, your pieces can't be on the home row. Okay, wow. I'm gonna go with e4 so that the game doesn't auto abort, but I actually have to think about my strategy here because I can't have any pieces on my home row. So I'm gonna have to like somehow get my king and queen up, which is something that you usually don't do, right? So normally I would just castle and keep my king and rook here until like the end game, but after 20 moves I have to get everything out of here. So I can't, like, normally what I would do is I would go c3 for this kind of dynamic game, but I don't have time for that. I have to go knight c3, bishop here, and kind of get my pieces off the back rank, basically. For now, I guess, play sort of normally with just, like, d3, bishop g5, but eventually I'm gonna have to, like, go crazy, and my opponent's gonna be like, what is up here, right? And the thing is, it's not just on move 21, it's move 21 and onwards. So after that, the last rank is basically not possible for me to go on to. So if like some piece lands here, because he figures out my drawback, I can't do anything about it. We do have 14 moves though, so I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of this pin, put more pressure on it. Of course, the knight can't take because then he will simply lose the queen. And okay, he decides to block with the bishop. I guess I should take. The less pieces on the board, the better, for obvious reasons. He basically has to take back. Yeah, now I can go queen d2. This is still pretty normal. Usually, you putting a battery with your queen and bishop is considered pretty normal. Even h6, and there are some sacrificing possibilities here to open up the king. But again, I have to do moving day in 11 moves, so I do have to be a bit careful here. I think probably I should just go a4 and try to get this rook off, and then h4 and get this rook off, and then we'll do the king last so that my opponent doesn't get too suspicious, because there's a lot of drawbacks with the king, so like he could think I have one of those drawbacks. I'm gonna go ahead and trade the bishops and then get my rook up to a3. And now that this bishop is gone off this diagonal, when I develop this rook, I can actually develop it to h3 as well. Instead of going to h2, it should be very passive. Because this is like a rook lift, basically. I also forgot to mention that the time control for this game is 3-2, which means you start with 3 minutes for both players, and you get 2-second increment for each move. So it's kind of a lot of time to work with because we have played some bullet games in the past, but we also played some like 5-minute and 10-minute games in the past. So it's not exactly the best. If he attacks my bishop, I might not even move it because I don't see a reason why I should, because if he takes, then I can take and I can open up my rook, and that looks really good for me. For now, though, he's attacking my pawn, and I basically have to defend it, but I'm actually okay with this move, because it helps my king get another square, too, to go to, because moving day is in 4 moves now, so I really have to get my pieces out of here. Rook h3, king f2 is my plan, unless he goes, like, absolutely insane and sacks a queen for some reason. Yep, it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. So let's go right here. It's the 17th move. So we should be in the clear here, right? King f2 with 2 moves to spare, just in case something goes horribly wrong, like queen e4 or something. But we'll see what my opponent does here. Okay, he goes rook e8. That's pretty normal, just a developing move. And now I think we can go ahead and get every piece off the home row. So, yeah, I think the challenge is now completed unless yeah, it's just defining what home rank is here, basically. Okay, we get queen to b6, targeting this pawn, but also lining up on this diagonal. I'm not too worried about d3 because I think if I move my king, because I can't go back, then after takes I can just take. So maybe just b3 to save this pawn from hanging should be fine. I'm also actually equal on time, which is pretty surprising because usually I'm talking and I'm not going to be equal on time. Queen c5, okay. He's targeting the rook, so I have to move it back. Oh, I can't go to a1 because... Oh, that's actually bad. That's actually really bad. I can't go to a1 and try and reroute it here because of the moving day thing. So, yeah, I can't actually go back. So now I have to go here. Oh, that's actually not that good. I mean, it's better than having my rook here because then I guess there was a fork of my king and rook. And if he does take here, then queen takes should be fine. I think. I don't know about this. Like, queen here. What do? I have to, like, go here and, like, lose this pawn or something, right? Because I can't go back. Oh, I can go back. Wait, what am I talking about? f2 is completely fine. I still have no idea what his drawback is because he's playing very normally so far. But now my drawback is basically complete and like I don't have anything to worry about now. Well, I do have to worry about that I can't physically go to the back rank, but like I would never need to go to the back rank, right? I'm just gonna take this free pawn and start gobbling up some pawns here. Okay, we get checked. Not a problem, not a problem. We can go to f2. This is completely fine, right? The only way you defend this pawn is, yeah, there. I see a creative way to defend this pawn by pushing this one. So my rook defends like that. And you can't actually take on e4 because rook c8 is actually just checkmate on the back rank. I am a little bit lower on time now than my opponent, but first of all, it's not too much, so I'm not too concerned. And second, I can probably gain the time back by just making some quick moves that are not blunders. He does go g6 to stop the back rank idea, so I just push e5 so I can defend my pawn. Let's go rook d3, try to get this rook on the 7th rank. And having two rooks on the 7th is just going to be a monster. Like, we just gobble up every single pawn there is. And it's just really bad. So, if I don't get forced to go to the last rank here, which is like the only move possible, then I think we're completely fine. Oh, but now we can take here. This might not be the best ever, but we're still fine, I think. Rook h3, I take, he takes, I go here. Okay, he really wants that pawn. Oh, and also this pawn. Okay, I'm gonna defend this one. If he takes on a4, I take here. And it's still equal. Well, time-wise, I'm down like, what, 10 seconds? But other than that, it's equal. Oh man, I have 10 seconds. All right, I'm just gonna make a waiting move with my rook. Wait, if he like goes for it, then what do I do? He's gonna go for my pawns, I'm sure of it. Oh no, rook h1. This is also a king capture variant, so I do actually have to not move my king into danger because it will be a legal move. So I have to watch out for that as well. Rook g1 I can push by. Oh man, I have 7 seconds to calculate this. This is not gonna be fun. Let's go king here. Try to get the king in the action. Oh god, I have 4 seconds. Why do these drawback chess games always end up in time scrambles? Like, I don't know why that always happens. Oh no, I just allowed promotion? Wait, how did I allow promotion? I totally did not see that. How did that happen? Okay, we'll analyze afterwards, but I have no idea what just happened. I'm also super duper low on time. Like, literally, you can't be lower on time than this. 4 seconds. It might be a draw by repetition if my opponent doesn't... He has to find something to do. He can't just keep checking me. Position repeated once more, no be a draw. Oh no, I have 3 seconds. Uh-oh. Oh no, yes, checkmate. This is checkmate. Okay, let's go Hail Mary, because I have nothing to do, so maybe he can't take my king? Dang it. Oh man, that was tough. Anyways, let's see what my opponent's drawback was. You can't move to the... Seriously? His entire drawback was you cannot move to the H file. Wait, how hard was my drawback? It was like in the middle-ish. And his drawback was like all the way on the easy side. Okay, that is totally not fair. Yeah, I don't think that was fair by any means because maybe it's because I'm higher rated than him, so they thought he should have an easier drawback. I don't know, whatever the reason is. Yeah, it is based on the ELO system or something. Well, that drawback was not medium. It was not super hard. Like I've definitely seen some drawbacks that are like harder, which is like if you can capture something, you have to, which is like insane. So it's definitely not the hardest, but I think they should move it like a little bit down here because it is pretty hard. Anyways, let's go and move on to game number 2. All right, game number 2. We get the white pieces again. I do want to get the black pieces in one of these games, but if you give me the white pieces, hey, I'll take it. I like the white pieces. They move first. I mean, most people do. Let's see what my drawback is. Oh god, it's gonna auto board. Every turn, pick a random square. If you can move to it, you must. Can't move to G7, so do whatever you want. Oh boy. Okay, well, I think I've done this against Martin. Where every turn I pick a random square, and if I can move to it, I have to. Basically, this exact same drawback. In one of my challenges against Martin. If I have done it, I'll put the link in the description. If I haven't, then I'll create a video on that sometime. But it's pretty annoying because sometimes you have to like blunder your bishop or something. For example, if I get A6 right now, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, that was an example. Okay, I didn't even look at the square. If this square is highlighted, which it somehow is, I literally have to go here. That's my only legal move. So, it's really annoying at times. And I just spent like 30 seconds on that move. So my opponent is probably like, what in the world? Like, he knows that's probably my drawback, right? Unless I'm a complete beginner. But, so basically, I only have to worry about something if it literally tells me that you have to move here. But if that happens again in the first 5 moves of the game, that I have to blunder 2 bishops in the first 5 moves, then that's just horrible luck. Okay, what is F5? I don't know what my opponent's doing. Is this theory? I mean, I don't think so. Obviously, blundering your bishop on the second move isn't theory. But, I mean, I know Caro-Kann theory. I play a lot. And D5 is a move, but then you're supposed to take, not F5. So, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so basically I can just ignore my drawback unless it gives me a square that I have to move to. Must move to B3. Okay, so this is my only move. So, yeah, it's annoying sometimes, but at other times it's not. Like, on the second move, the game was really annoying, and then after that, I don't think it's bothered me too much. What? My guy just sacrificed his knight, but I have to move to B1? Oh man, if Gotham chests were here. Rook B1, Rook B1. Anyways. Oh man. That's a meme if you guys don't know. Can't move to H1. Okay, I can finally take this knight. I don't know what angry red elephant is up to here, but that's probably related to his drawback as well. Because you've got to be kidding me. There is literally a free king on the board, but I have to go knight a4. What is going on in this game? Why is my opponent blundering their king? Is there something like if your king can be in check, it has to? But then why did he move it here in the first place? This game is crazy. Okay, we have to know what my opponent's drawback is. Of course we do. And I still can't take the king. I have to go to b2. Great. This game is great. And now I can't even take the... It's like, can't move to b5. Yeah, on the only turn that you took my pawn, which I can't take your king with. Of course it has to be that way. Anyways, king takes... Oh my god. First of all, I have bishop c5 blocking the king from going back. Second of all, bishop d4 just wins a rook for free. No joke. Third of all, this king is in the middle of the board. Like, is this king of the hill or something? What is going on? And I have to move to e2. This is the craziest game of drawback chess ever. Like, seriously. Okay, thank God it didn't say I have to move, like, d4 or something. Because if it said that, my king would literally just be in check. Wait, I can castle? What? I can castle out of check? Um, can someone explain what? My opponent... Hold on. Your opponent took your king en passant? I think I know what the title of this video is gonna be now. Your opponent took your king en passant. How does that make any sense? Why did I lose this game? My drawback is absolutely in the hardest category of drawbacks ever, and my opponent's is right in, like, smack in the middle. At the start of move 12 and onwards, your king must not be on the first two ranks. Oh, is that why? Oh, on move... Bro, okay, I have a better strategy for you. Just go here and here. For God's sake, why do you have to go here and then have two legal moves that don't two ranks and they both hang your king? Like, you should be able to see this, right? Oh my god. What a crazy game. What does this even mean, though? Your opponent took your king en passant? Like, it allowed me to castle for some strange reason that I don't understand. And then, what is this? I have no idea. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you think that was, because I literally have no idea how castling is available in drawback chess, and then you can take your king en passant. Anyways, let's move on to game number 3. Alright, we finally do get the black pieces in this game. And our drawback is closed book. You lose if you ever start your turn while there's an open file. Okay, so basically I have to keep the position as closed as possible. That's what it means. Because if, like, something gets captured and something gets captured, what? Okay, to finish my thought, I was saying if something gets captured like this and something gets captured like this, there's no pawns on this file, so I would win. I would lose. But then my opponent resigned? For 4 consecutive moves starting on move 16, you must capture or... Okay, that's crazy. I do like this drawback, though. I would like to get it again. I won't count that as an actual game because that lasted literally 1 move. So let's move on to... Oh, we get the same opponent. Hello there. Let's move on to actual game number 3. Expedition. On move 15, you must move to h1. Oh, no. That's really bad. I was gonna play the Karo Khan, but I don't know if I should. I'm not sure if I'm explaining this but properly, but like generally in the Karo Khan you don't have a lot of attacking possibilities. Maybe the fried liver and then the Traxler variation? Like knight g5 here, we take, and then the queen comes in and we take here. Like something like that. Okay, he doesn't even know the. Okay, I'm gonna waste a move and prompt him to play the fried liver again. Can you do that for me? Bro, what is a4? How am I supposed to get to h1 in 10 turns? In 10 turns. Okay, oh man. Now it's even harder. Maybe I just go crazy here and try to open things up and maybe sack the rook and I don't know. Like even if I sack the rook, it'll be on h2, not h1. So how am I even supposed to do this? Oh yeah, and this is a 10-minute game, so we might we might be here a while. Cause it's 10 plus 10. So yeah, this is one of those longer format games. And he just stops my attack. I have to be on h1 in 6 moves. No joke. Like, even if I go here and here and here, like... Oh, we can't take! Wait, that might actually work. That's savage. That's so savage. I can go to g3, and he can't take because he's pinned here, and then I can go... Oh my god, that's so funny. That's so funny. Okay, I still have 5 turns though, so let me start like developing my pieces. I just realized I hung a fork for no absolute reason. But after I get to h1, he's gonna have a drawback, and I'm not. So that should be a pretty easy victory, right? I mean, yeah, I'm gonna lose my rook and I'm gonna lose my knight, but is that a bad thing? Okay, if I go here now, he could like start attacking my knight and stuff. So I'm gonna do it right at the last moment. So let's just move my bishop and then let's go knight g3, knight h1. Wait, on move 15. So next move is gonna be 13 and then 14. Oh no, I have one more move actually. All right, let's see what sad purple monkey does. Uh-oh, b5. That's not a good sign. Because if I take now, then I'm gonna lose my knight. So I have to move my knight back. Oh wait, I just have a... Oh no, if he goes b6, that's... Oh no, if he goes b6, that's bad. Because then my bishop is blocked off. I mean, surely he won't go b6, right? He's gonna take this pawn? Or... Wait. No! No, that's even worse! That's even worse. Actually, it's the same worse. But like, what am I supposed to do now? My plan was so foolproof. Wait, my knight was just hanging? My knight is just hanging. It was hanging for 1 move, 2 moves. He was hanging for 2 moves, and he didn't see it. Okay, but I have to go here, right? Because there's no other option that lets me get to h1 in 1 turn. But instead of taking here, which would actually win him a queen, he's probably going to take here, which is a real problem. But I literally have no other move to get to h1. Just take my pawn, please. You can win a queen. Would you rather win a queen or win the entire game? Oh my god. This is great. We've lost 3 out of 3 games today. I mean, yeah, I won that game in 1 move, but that doesn't count, right? Oh man, what was this drawback? You best not miss. If you end your turn checking your opponent, you must capture their king on the next move. That's so easy. You just need to not check me at all. Why are my drawbacks like always so much harder than my opponents? Like, I'm not trying to complain or anything, but like, you know, it gotta be fair sometimes. Like, all of my drawbacks have been a lot harder than my opponents in all 3 of these games. So, because of that, usually I only do 3 games. Today we're gonna do a bonus game, because I've lost all of my games so far. And it's the same opponent. What do you know? At the start of move 12 and onwards, your king must not be on the first 2. Hey! My opponent just had this drawback before. And then where they hung their king to my pawn, and then I couldn't take it because I had to keep going to random squares that the random square generator was telling me to. Hey, okay. Familiar drawback. Well, my plan is just simple. Just build like a fort over here somehow so that my king is gonna be safe underneath. Fantasy variation. This is known as the fantasy variation. E4, C6, D4, D5, F3. Of course, B5 isn't a move. I'm just doing that because of my drawback. This is another 10-minute game. I guess this opponent just thinks for a while and wants to play 10-minute games. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do this and then walk my king over. Which sounds funny and is funny, but it might actually work. Let's go queen. Oh wait, that was not a good idea. Where am I gonna put my king now? All the way here? That takes 1, 2, 3, 4 moves, which only leaves me with 2 other moves. Alright, well, we should probably start now. Because if we don't, then it might be a problem. Uh-oh. He's starting to take things. 1, 2, 3. We have 1 spare move. Oh no, if I go king here, then he takes. That's really bad. But I can go king here to defend my pawn. My king is being a defensive piece to this pawn. Like, that's so weird. In endgames, this is completely normal. In the middle game, it's pretty weird because usually you're castled and you're getting ready to attack or something. In the opening, this is just absurd. But what do you know? This is drawback chess, the craziest variant ever invented by mankind. So, stuff like this is gonna happen. I'm also just noticing bishop b5, which just wins on the spot. Or knight b5. And now I'm banging my head wondering how I did not see that. But we're just gonna continue developing like nothing absurd ever happened and my king didn't just go for a walk. And move 2 or 2 squares over to c6. But oh no. See, this is the bad part of this drawback. The easy part is after move 12, your drawback is basically done. The bad part is if you get attacked, then there's literally nothing you can do about it. I probably should be spending more time actually in this position since it is a 10-minute game. And I'm not explaining what I'm doing too much. But actually, I don't know why I'm not. Let's move this queen back. It's only my king, which is a good thing. It's not like that other drawback, which is like every single piece has to be off your home row. Uh-oh. Can I go back now? It is move 12. Oh, I have to stay here? I think the time has come to sacrifice the bishop, because if I don't, then my king won't have a square to run to. So, here goes. This is getting really bad really quickly. Oh man, I was hoping he wouldn't take back because now we're in the exact same position. Except I'm missing a bishop. And where is my king supposed to go to? Do I just target the... Okay, let's not move the developed knight. Let's move the undeveloped knight. Sorry, not the bishop. And target this pawn in hopes that he lets me take it. Because if he gives like a discovered check right now, then... Come on, man. Come on. That's checkmate. Oh wait, it's not. It's not. I can actually take this pawn now because it covers up the bishop. Wait, what? Your opponent revealed their drawback. Dr. Octopus. You can only capture non-king pieces 8 times. Has he captured it all? Captured once. Twice. 3 times. He's captured 3 times, so he can only capture 5 more times. By the way, this was just checkmate in 1. It's a double check. And it's checkmate. Oh wait, it's not because my king can move back. But it actually can't because of my drawback, but he didn't know that. So this would have been checkmate because of my drawback. Wow, arrows are terrible, as always. But now it isn't because my king can take over here. But now the game is over, right? Like this is mate, this is mate. Oh wait. Is it? What? My king forward? He's luring my king forward. Yeah, I'm not taking with the king though. Why would I take with the king? I can just take with the pawn. Like if I take with my king, maybe you see some sort of checkmate. Like is that checkmate? No. Wait, let's look at this. King b4, knight c2, king a4. Knight a3 to prepare this. That might be an idea. But what about king b4, bishop d2, king here, knight here? Is that checkmate? No, but then I can go back. Knight takes here with the double check of the bishop and the knight? Maybe? But then I go here. Wait, that's not possible. Is this covered? That's not covered though because the bishop's not here anymore. It's here. Oh yeah, sorry about the arrows. I kind of became Hikaru there for a second. But if I just take with my pawn, I think that's fine. Because that was a really complicated line, but I don't know why my opponent... Why he did that. And... Oh, I don't have to go back and see how many pieces my opponent captured. I can just look at the board, right? I have 2 knights, 2 rooks, a queen, a king obviously, a bishop, so one of the bishops are captured, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 of the pawns are captured. So he's made 3 captures. And somehow this is not checkmate because I have this move. But he can probably force a draw after knight here, king here, knight there. Or... I didn't even see that. Wow. That's a crazy find right there. Checking me like this. Could I have just blocked here? And then takes and then there's still this. If his drawback isn't like some crazy thing, then I don't know what... Oh wait, I already know what his drawback is. I forgot. So I just lose here? Wow. That is crazy. I mean, he's gonna take, right? Yeah. Again, my drawback is significantly harder. I actually don't like this drawback. I'm gonna give it the thumbs down. This is... it could be worse, but it could be better. And because we've lost 4 out of 4 games so far, we're gonna do a second bonus game. And if I don't win this game, then I don't know what to say. I'm gonna blame the fact that my rating is higher than the opponents who are online right now, so I'm getting a lot harder drawbacks, which is causing me to do worse, but not trying to complain or anything. So, we'll see. Hopefully I get the white pieces. Actually, I don't really care. You can give me the black pieces, but the one thing I want is a good drawback. And a bad one for my opponent. We get the black pieces against Calvin, and our drawback is crossing the Rubicon. Once one of your pieces crosses onto your opponent's side of the board, it cannot return to yours. Ooh, that's an interesting one. So it's basically if it gets over here, then it can't really come back. Or I guess it can go here and then come back like this, but it can't come back in the sense it can't come back to like my territory. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've seen a drawback like that. I'm just gonna play my normal Carl Con. I don't think we've done this in this video. I might have. I'm not too sure. Okay, you're supposed to take with the pawn is the theory, but takes with queen. And normally in the Carl Con types of setups, I go bishop g4 to pin the knight to the queen. But two things. One, the queen is over here for some reason. And two, if it goes over here, it can't actually come back because of my drawback. So, considering the circumstances, I'm just gonna go bishop f4. So, if he like offers a trade, this is not a trade, it's just free, but I'm just showing. Like, if he offers a trade, then I can accept it, because once he takes back, this is not gonna affect anything, because a piece will be gone already. He's targeting my knight, which will win a pawn, so I'm gonna defend with my queen. And probably go a6 to force the bishop to make a decision of whether it should retreat or take the knight or what to do. Okay, he decides not to wait for me and decides to trade immediately. Of course, we will trade queens. And we'll see what happens here. I think e6, bishop here, knight here is a good plan for us. Finish developing the pieces, don't bring any pieces to the opponent's side of the board, and all of that. It's also a 5-minute game. Oh, now I can't go here. Oh shoot! I was trying to draw an arrow and I accidentally moved the bishop there. Okay. As all the bad luck goes today, this is how it's gonna be. Alright. We are now just down a bishop for no particular reason, but let's stop g4. I mean, if g4 happens, then takes, I take the rook, and I can't really return to my own side of the board, so that might actually be bad for me. But, of course, my opponent doesn't know my drawback. Okay, attacks my bishop. I guess just retreat. Oh, I forgot. I completely forgot that this is his side of the board. Yikes. Let's go f5, defend the bishop. In case the knight takes, I think I'm gonna... Oh, I forgot about Passant as well. I don't want to take like this, because then I have double center pawns. I want to take the other way so that I have 3 connected pawns like this. But I guess f5, and it's not the best structure ever, but it's okay. Things can't be perfect. Okay, he's trying to go for some like discovered attack ideas, which means I'm gonna have to... If I go here, I give up this pawn. If I go here, I give up this pawn. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna defend my pawn and then go king e7 next move. And probably go f5 to solidify my structure, but we'll see what our friend Calvin does here. He goes rook d1. I'm gonna defend Oh, right, I forgot. I should have got king e7 first. Because now he just takes, and I can't do anything about it. I completely forgot about that. Wow, I should have gone king e7 first, yeah. That's what I said, too. I said I'm going to go king e7. And then solidify my pawns. Then I just completely forgot. Alright, let's trade rooks. Maybe we can force a draw because of Calvin's drawback. Maybe, maybe not. Defend the pawn. Funny thing is, knight f5 here is actually a move. And I can't take because it's pinned. He goes for the same idea, but obviously this is more practical. Attacking the pawn, not just moving a piece to a square that can be taken. I guess e5 is kind of the only move, right? To defend the pawn. But it does allow him to have a passed pawn, which I'm not super excited about. But again, can't really do anything about it. And I mean, now my drawback doesn't affect too much stuff. I'm basically forced to trade pawns here. And then bring the king. I can't go there because this pawn will hang. But bring the king this way in general. Okay, it goes knight g6 targeting this pawn, but it is defended twice. So I think it's fine for now. I'm gonna go up here and target this rook. Knight f4 is again a move because I can't take with the pawn or I lose the rook. Actually, no, knight f4 is not a move. What am I saying? I could just take the rook. So he does have to move the rook back, I think. Or there. Or there. And I actually have to go here if I want to defend, which is really annoying. I would like to be able to go here and be active, but this knight is saying, no, you can't do that. So rook a8 is kind of forced. And then maybe e4. Okay, now he's gonna go for it, so gonna have to... Actually, how do you defend the pawn? The knight can't help. The rook can't defend, like, because of the pawn. So he's just gonna give it up. He can take this pawn. I'm gonna go here. Oh, I guess he takes this pawn and he defends his pawn. That is lucky. Very, very lucky. Everything worked out perfectly for him. Let's throw in this little spike chess. Spike chess. Haha. Spike check. Which doesn't actually do anything, but is fun to throw around. But now this knight is pinned down. It can't move or else I take. So, I guess that's a good thing. Oh, king here and I don't have any more checks. Or there. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a bunch of checks in. No real reason. Just trying to delay the inevitable, which is him pushing his pawns and making a queen. Oh, now I really have no checks. I guess attack the knight. Oh, knight f3! Oh my god, I completely missed that. Why did I do that? I should have attacked the knight like here. If he finds knight f3, I'm toast. Really toast. Oh, thank god he doesn't find it. Okay, knight f3 is just a fork there. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. I guess I should probably return with the rook and then push this pawn or something. I'm not really sure. What? Oh, I forgot about my drawback again. Why do I keep doing that? Well, now the knight can't check me because both of those squares are controlled by the rook. And yeah, that's unfortunate. Really wish I can go rook e7. But of course we can't. After this, we're going to be down 6 points of material. Yep. I guess we'll go pawn hunting, but not much use. Oh my god, I'm actually missing every single tactic this game. This literally just wins the rook. And everyone knows about it. Oh, was that a mouse slip? At first I thought that was to like block my king from coming up, but it could have been a mouse slip. He could have tried to do this and then accidentally let go one square too soon. I'm gonna target the pawn, but I think just rook d3. I have to be really careful not to accidentally get myself forked because that, like, when he didn't see knight f3 there, that was like a complete miracle. What do we do here? Why can't I? Oh, both of my pieces are stuck on this side now. I wanted to go here, but I can't. This is an actual threat, but of course he's just gonna attack me. Oh, knight d2 here checks me and defends the rook. But okay, he goes for this instead. The funny thing is he could actually checkmate me because like none of this exists for me. So basically for me, this is the only part of the board that exists. So if he queens, I literally cannot even stop him by like by doing anything. Which is wild. I shouldn't have brought my pieces in so close. See, the problem with this variant is that like other variants, you can kind of develop a strategy after playing a few games. But in this game, every single game you play, your drawback is different, your opponent's drawback is different, and like everything is different. So you can't really develop like a strategy, right? That's the reason why I think it's so hard. Because it feels like, okay, this is your drawback for the next 20 games. Then maybe in the first couple games you don't know what's going on, and then you develop a strategy, and so on and so forth. Or if you could like pick your drawback, maybe. I'm not really sure. I do want to stop this pawn, but unfortunately it's physically impossible for me to do so. I mean, I guess if I go here, my opponent might think that I am stopping him, so he might like defend. But realistically speaking here, I can't even take, so there's nothing I'm really doing. If he goes here though, that's a problem. Well, if he goes b6, like, if I didn't have my drawback, then I could take. So, he probably doesn't want to go b6, because he doesn't know, again, that I have this drawback. Let's give another check, because there's nothing else to do. Another check. Oh, knight a3, now there's no more checks. Oh, never mind, another check. He's running over there. Oh, now I can't even bring my rook around for checks because this side of the board is not... I can't even go there. Wow. Okay, if he goes 8, yeah, I have to go here to at least try and stop him. I think he's just gonna move his king and then promote. Or that. That's actually even faster. And yep, I cannot stop him from making a queen. This is gonna put him in the lead by 14 points. I guess I can take this pawn and make it 13, but not of much use. Attack again. And this is just a easy victory for him. Maybe I can salvage a stalemate. Well, probably not. My king is stuck over here. Oh, I can't even come down here for like some spike shots. Oh, and that just loses the rook for me. Okay, or this. Oh, he's just gonna do a ladder mate, isn't he? Well, I can go here and I guess block with my rook, but not of much use. Oh, he's just gonna sacrifice. And then promote this pawn, I'm guessing. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll go for this rook, but he'll probably just move it away and then promote. Oh, I can't even go there. I forgot. I keep forgetting. Yeah, this game is just about over. Should I try something risky? Like maybe he pre-moves and I go here. What? What is he doing? Why is he bringing the king? I thought, like, you literally could have promoted and then won in 2 moves, but now it's been like 4 moves and you really haven't made any progress. Is he gonna mate me with the king and the rook? That might be what he's going for. Okay, I have 1 legal move. Oh, I should have taken the rook, actually. I should have taken the rook. Like, if he goes here and I take the rook and for some reason he can't... Yeah, like, why isn't he just mating me? Is there a problem? Like, I know if I go here, I'm gonna get checkmated, so should I just try and go for it? Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Aw, dang it. That was sad. But both of our drawbacks were easy this time, so it was more of a fair game. Um, Apparently this is easy, and this is also easy. While in check, you must move your king. So, yeah, I guess he was in check there. Both of the kings were in check. So you had to move the king, which you were going to do anyway, to take my king. Oh, man. With that, we lose all 5 of our games. And, yeah, sorry about not winning any of the games, but there were a lot of harder drawbacks that I got than my opponents get. So, again, not trying to complain, but it was a bit unfair sometimes. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. I surely did. Even though I didn't win anything, it was still a lot of fun. And yeah, please let me know in the comments how you thought it was. Should I continue this series? Do you want episode 8? And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Like and subscribe!